Ladies, gentlemen, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and everybody in between, welcome back to the Greatest Showman Awards. This is my own award show where I just kind of copy the Oscars, except I'm awarding particular subjects of achievement that the Oscars would never really go to. For example, the Greatest Showman Award. Last year, the incomparable, the talented, the incredible, the amazing Julia Roberts reincarnated, even though Julia Roberts is still around, Ayo Adebri took away the gold. Preceding her, we had, let's try to remember, Brendan Fraser in 2022, Andrew Garfield in 2021. Who's gonna take it home for 2024? Now, the point of the award is it's awarded to the person that has made the biggest impact on pop culture that year. Most of the time, they're actors. Because nobody wants to listen to a bunch of writers, am I right, guys? But this year, we have nominees. We didn't even have nominees last year because it's my award show. Screw you. Should I get a bow tie for this? Hold on. I'll also put on a cummerbund too to look even more official. Of course, this is a very incredibly arbitrary award, but it's just something fun I like to do. I like to shout out all the big pop cultural figures that I really appreciated, and of course, pop culture really appreciated in 2024. And yeah, let's just get to the nominees. Katie O'Brien for Love Lies Beating and Twisters. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing this, but Adria Arjona for The Hitman and Blink Twice. Jack Quaid for My Adventures with Superman and The Boys. Of course, The Boys. He's having a stellar year in 2025 though, so that's he's off to a great start. Channing Tatum for Deadpool and Wolverine and Blink Twice. Kevin Durant for Abigail and what's the other one? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Dan Stevens for Abigail, Cuckoo, and Godzilla x Kong. That's a pretty good run. Even though he only had one major motion picture in 2024, I believe he is a renaissance man of an entertainer, Dev Patel for Monkey Man. Woo-wee! Can that monkey sure sing some Robin Williams songs? Lupita Nyong'o, who has been a pop cultural icon every year, but I particularly wanted to shout her out this year for the Wild Robot in A Quiet Place. Aubrey Plaza for Agatha All Along and Megalopolis and My Old Ass. Great movie. An incredibly underrated actor. Hopefully he's going to get more stuff in 2025 and beyond. Gabriel LaBelle. Guys, you better see him coming because he's really, really good. He's gonna get those Oscars someday. For 2024, the big ones he did was a small movie called Snack Shack. I don't think a lot of people saw it. It's really good. And Saturday Night. And the award for the Greatest Showman of 2024 is it's a tie! Woo! Everybody, it's a tie! It's a tie between Zendaya for Dune Part 2 and Challengers! Woo! And Glenn Powell for Glenn Powell. He's Glenn Powell. Also Twisters, Hitman, just being a generally funny guy. And last but certainly not least, you have the one, the only, Timothée Chalamet for Dune Part 2 and A Complete Unknown. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Whoa. We've never had an event quite like that. What a wild ride. But the fun doesn't stop there. Not only do we have the award for the Greatest Showman, we also have some new awards that we're introducing this year. Because the Oscars is too lazy to get around to it, the Greatest Showman takes pride in getting to it before everybody else does. Best stunts. Personally, my favorite stunts of the entire year goes to a movie that really highlighted the lack of deserved recognition for this area of creative talents in Hollywood. So, the award for the Greatest Showman Stunt Award goes to The Fall Guy. Ooh, oh no! Next up, an award that is finally getting some recognition at the Oscars, although not at this year, is Best cast. Now, I've actually written an article about my opinions on the best casts of the last 10 years, but just to catch everybody up, last year, this was an award that I wanted to do, but forgot about, unfortunately. I would have awarded it to Barbenheimer, I guess, but I wanted to be more specific. I guess we could say Barbie, but personally, I kind of like Barbenheimer. Everybody gets some love, you know what I'm saying? And this year, the best cast, in my opinion, goes to a cast filled with people that I've known since childhood that are finally getting some more recognition, some people that I really appreciate now getting some recognition, and just some big stars all around. Saturday Night. I also want to introduce an award, Best Quote of the Year. Oftentimes they're my favorite quotes from movies. Here's the runner-up from Bad Boys. It's the fourth one.
Oh, chitty chitty bang bang, motherfuckers.
But the winner for the best quote of the year, oh my god, this line from Abigail.
I got him.
Sammy, those are onions.
Incredible work, Dan Stevens. Incredible work, Abigail. Beautiful line. And lastly, I also wanted to introduce an award called the Honorary Greatest Showman. This goes to a person that has had so many stellar years. They've always been at the top of their game. Personally, I can't dedicate a specific year to their popularity or their specific notoriety in the pop cultural eye, which is why the Honorary Greatest Showman Award, which is just as important as the Greatest Showman Award, the honorary title is not supposed to be derivative. The Honorary Greatest Showman of 2024 and for all decades beyond, Willem Dafoe, who actually was in, I think, the most movies of 2024, because you have Beetlejuice 2, Kinds of Kindness, Saturday Night, Nosferatu, and then whatever the heck else this man was doing. Stellar work, stellar ability, stellar person. What a lovely performer. Pop culture can't help but admire this man who has given fans and audiences all over the world so much to enjoy, so much to appreciate. Willem Dafoe is the Honorary Greatest Showman of 2024. I have to leave in 2 minutes. Am I gonna... Let's see if we can get away with the next segment that we're gonna do. Now, before we get to my Oscar predictions, I forgot to mention a pretty important part of this video, just because I'd actually already written an article about it. So you can actually see those opinions over there if you want to... It does nothing if you read... You don't have to read them, I don't care. Anyways, I forgot that I wanted to go over some of the snubs that took place in 2024. And there's some big ones. Let's kick it off with Margaret Qualley not getting a supporting actress nominee for The Substance. That is wild. I thought she did such a great job. I think pop culture really enjoyed her as well, at the audience all over the place. So I'm surprised to see that she didn't get any recognition. But you know what? Everyone in that category, for the most part, did deserve to be there. So, you know, there wasn't much love for Nosferatu. I think, I'm surprised that Robert Eggers hadn't been nominated for Best Director, but I don't think he's been nominated for Best Director before, for like The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, and now Nosferatu. So there was nothing for Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl. I didn't see that movie. I'm glad that she's back in media and hopefully having a good time. That movie did look very, very interesting, so hopefully I'll get to check it out sometime soon. Denis Villeneuve was not nominated for Best Director for Dune Part 2, which was one of my favorite movies of 2024. And that's pretty shocking, especially seeing the body of work that this man has. I'm surprised that he still hasn't been getting any recognition. And last, but certainly not least, like last year, I was pretty upset that Greta Gerwig didn't get any nomination for Barbie. This year, I am shocked that Challengers got nothing. Not one award. Amelia Perez almost broke the freaking award show record for most nominations. What? No. You cannot tell me that Amelia Perez is better than Challengers. What? Challengers was such a big hit, and it was this beautiful artistic masterpiece with incredible performances from Zendaya, Mike Faist, Joshua O'Connor. Luca Guadagnino had done Queer, which was nominated somewhat, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I mistaken? Hold on, let's check if Queer was nominated. I have to use the Control F to figure it out because your website's so confusing. But no, Queer got nothing either. What the heck, Academy Awards? Challengers was beautiful. The performances were incredible. I mean, the score. Are you kidding me? The score! That was the best score of 2024 that hadn't already won. Dune Part 2 had a really good score too, but we've heard it already. Wait, did Dune Part 2 score get nominated? No, it was ineligible. Okay, unfortunately it was ineligible. But, that said, Challengers had the best score! What are we doing, Academy Awards? Tisk, tisk, tisk. These are all pretty good snubs. I would say that there isn't anything that's totally breaking my heart this year. Again, the Emilia Perez stuff is just kind of confusing. It's like, of all films, that's the one that you decide to appreciate the most. And you have all this beautiful, incredible art that so many people have enjoyed, and it's getting no recognition. I'm particularly thinking about Challengers, but still. Now we cut to the part of the video where I drop the Greatest Showman act and just talk about my Oscar predictions for 2025. This year was interesting. There's a lot of controversy. I'm gonna run through these, but I'm not gonna go through every category. I mean, I do something like this every year. I'm not gonna go through every category just because I'm not super well versed with them. And some of them I'm just gonna be like, editing this movie, because I don't really know. That's not really my area of expertise. I don't really know what the Oscars are looking for. I know about the big categories, and I kind of know about the writing ones and some of the other ones, so let's just kick it off. Okay, I'm gonna start from the back. Production design. I kind of want to give it to Nosferatu, but it could go to Wicked. I'm gonna say production design, Nosferatu. International film. I wonder. Oh wait, there's. Oh, I didn't see that Emilia Perez and I'm Still Here is nominated for international film. Interesting, because usually it's only one of the best pictures is an international film, or at least since I started paying attention to the Oscars. And Flow. Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting award. I'm gonna say I'm Still Here. That was a really great movie. Visual effects. This is great. We have Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. I think I'm gonna give it to Dune Part 2. It could go to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes too. Again, these are just kind of like, I'm just guessing. I don't really know. But that's kind of the fun of Oscar predictions. Best song. I haven't heard any of these. I'm gonna say Like a Bird from Sing Sing. Sound, I'm gonna give it to Dune Part 2. Best score. I think I'm gonna give it to The Brutalist. The Brutalist had a score that was the only one out of the nominees that I actually listened to post watching the movie, other than Wicked. That's freaking cheating. Cinematography. I'm between Dune Part 2, The Brutalist, and Nosferatu. I think I'm gonna give it to The Brutalist. I'm not predicting who I want to win the best Oscar. I'm predicting who I think will win. If I could choose, I would just choose my favorite movies in each category, so that's not really fun. Makeup and hair, this one's interesting. I really think A Different Man has a great chance, but so does The Substance. And so does Nosferatu. I really want to commend Wicked as well. And Emilia Perez. I know that people don't like that movie, but I mean, there's a lot of creative talent in that film that shouldn't be discarded just because the major parts of it are unlikable. Editing, this is the one every year that I never know. I think the only ones where I noticed how great the editing was were Conclave and Anora. I think I'm gonna give it to Anora, because Anora had really, really, really good editing in it. Costume design. I guess I'll give it to Gladiator 2. There was just a lot of variety in that, but I really don't know. I'd be happy if any of them win. Okay, let's get into the scripts. Let's start with Best Adapted Script. A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Nickel Boys, or Sing Sing. Bam! That's a banner year! I'm between all of them except Emilia Perez. I think I'm not gonna say Nickel Boys because what I loved about Nickel Boys was not the script. As much as I loved the script, but I loved the cinematography in that most. Which it wasn't nominated for cinematography. That's disappointing. I think I'm gonna give it to Conclave. Conclave. Oof, I could tell it was a book. Now, Best Original Script. We have Anora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5th, and The Substance. I think A Real Pain, God, that script is unfathomably incredible. I think it's gonna take away the win. Best Supporting Actress. Okay, nobody be upset. there's a very, very, very real possibility it's Zoe Saldana. Monica Barbero, I think you're gonna win it. Anybody could win it. I think everyone's great in this. Best Supporting Actor. Of course it's gonna go to Kieran Culkin. Best Actress. Ooh, I think I would love it if it's Mikey Madison for Nora. I'm gonna pick Mikey Madison. Best Actor. He refuses to campaign, so I don't think Ralph Fiennes is gonna win for Conclave. That said, he does have my favorite leading performance of the year. I would be disappointed if it went to Adrian Brody, as much as he deserves all the accolades he gets, but like they used AI to enhance this performance. To me, that's cheating. For now, I'm just gonna say, I'm disappointed by the use of AI in The Brutalist. It honestly took away a lot of the excitement I had after watching that movie, and now I don't want it to win anything because they cheated to me. That said, I think it is gonna go to Adrian Brody for Best Actor, which I'm gonna be a little bit hurt by, to be honest. That said, I also would say Timothée Chalamet. I think he did a fantastic job. Or Coleman Domingo. Best Animated Feature. All of these are incredible. I want it to be The Wild Robot. That's my pick, The Wild Robot. Best Director, Amelia Perez. Nah, I'm just joking with you. I want it to be Sean Baker for Nora. And for Best Picture, I literally have no time. Wicked, The Substance, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, Amelia Perez, Dune Part 2, Conclave, A Complete Unknown, The Brutalist, Nora. But who do I think is gonna win Best Picture? I think I'm gonna declare that it's going to go to The Brutalist. If it was up to me, I would pick Nora. See, this is gonna be an interesting video because you guys are gonna be watching, and either I'm gonna be right about a lot of these predictions, or you're gonna be like, Zach, you should have gone with your gut. You should have believed in the Academy. But the Academy is just a bunch of film people voting for their friends. Some of them don't even get to the entire movie. Some of them don't get to all the nominees. And I'm kind of like, you have this prestigious, incredible honor of a job to do. I know you might not be paid for it, but you get to watch movies and talk about how much you love them and be appreciated for that. That's incredible. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love doing the Greatest Showman Award. And I love talking about movies and Oscar stuff and all that stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next year at the Greatest Showman Awards 2025 in 2026. Ta-da!